In this video, I'm going to show you why I think XRP is extremely bullish right now. I've been looking at a lot of the news that are coming out concerning XRP. I've watched a whole bunch of videos on YouTube about XRP, what people think. I've read a whole bunch of articles, some publications in reputable sources like Reuters, etc. I've read a lot of social media posts. I don't actually see any XRP specific bad news anytime in the future. I think XRP has gone to just following Bitcoin, just like any other altcoin is doing at the moment. So if you look at the other tokens, right, XRP, like everybody else has been saying, is the only one, at least in the United States, that has what is referred to as legal clarity when it comes to whether or not it's a security or it has a legal reason to exist, right? And that organizations and institutions can partake in XRP. I don't believe that it's the only token with clarity, but it's the only one with legal clarity. And I'll explain what I mean in a minute. Bitcoin, that I think by default has clarity, because why? Bitcoin wasn't pre-mined. Bitcoin didn't have an ICO. There has never been a company that issued Bitcoin. It's totally decentralized. There's nobody to sue. There's nobody selling anything to any organization. So there's nowhere in the parallel universes that Bitcoin could be perceived or even said to be a security. Now, Bitcoin's got other issues that countries and governments might have problems with. And that's to do with maybe its power consumption, etc. So there might also be eco-friendly people that are not happy with the way Bitcoin works. But when it comes to legal clarity, even though it hasn't been through the court system, I think Bitcoin also does have clarity. Now, Ethereum, not so much. Why? Because even though Ethereum is relying and also benefiting from the summary judgment of XRP not being a security on the secondary sale in exchanges platform, but when it comes to Ethereum, yes indeed, Ethereum was pre-mined. Not only were they pre-mined, there were sales of Ethereum. As you can see, the sales started on July 22 at midnight in Switzerland. The website they put together for the sale had a real-time counter of the amount of Ether sold. So they did have an ICO, and of course they issued some to a bunch of founding members of the Ethereum Foundation, I think that's what it's called, as well as sell some to venture capitalists. So that sale is a sale of securities because it was packaged as such. Now, Ethereum, like I said before, is benefiting from the summary judgment in the Ripple versus SEC case. But remember, the judgment also included the fact that, yes, indeed, XRP being sold to organizations directly, that constituted securities. And Ethereum didn't register with the SEC at the time. So there is still a possibility that Gary Gensler and the SEC may actually go after Ethereum. This is a very possible thing, but Ethereum is so large now that there isn't any fear, I think, of them collapsing in any way. They might be banned in the United States, or they might decide to pay the fine or whatever, but they could be held down in court for many years if the SEC decided to go after them. Now, if you look at the next person on the list, or the next item on the list, that's Tether. Now, Tether is a stable coin, and Gary Gensler has even mused that even Tether, stable coins, etc., could also be viewed as securities. Now, whatever the case may be, Tether has other issues. Now, stable coins are regulated in a way that they need to provide proof now that they are backed by what they say they're backed by. And in Tether's case, they have to be backed by USD. That's the whole point. Now, they may or may not have enough USD behind the scenes backing Tether. So that could be a problem. The SEC or whoever the regulatory body that deals with that could go after them and tie them down in a lawsuit that could take years. Okay. Now we have XRP number 4. Absolute legal clarity. We know exactly where we stand with that. No threat no looming threat of lawsuits in the future. Of course, they're still settling the other half of the lawsuit involving the executives and the sales, etc. But the token XRP itself, which is indeed actually decentralized, even though its origins weren't, and of course, Ripple Foundation holds a large amount, the concept itself is decentralized. And also, when you compare it to Bitcoin, Ripple doesn't have the energy usage problem. They are carbon neutral, super efficient, super low fees, unlike Ethereum. XRP is just in a class of its own at the moment. BNB, another culprit, even more ridiculous than Ethereum. BNB was pre-mined, some of it assigned to their founding members and teams. It's linked with Binance, which is having some legal problems at the moment. Angel investors bought 10% in tune of 20 million BNB. So lawsuits could totally tie them up as well. Now, Binance is already entangled in different lawsuits in different countries. A lawsuit from the SEC could tie BNB token down for years to come. And even if they win in the end, as they are also benefiting now from the XRP's case, they could be tied down, and that could serve as a deterrent for organizations and institutions that want to get involved with BNB. Again, XRP doesn't have such a problem. The next one in line is USD coin. Again, a stable coin. Now, USD coin, because it's based in the United States, is better audited. Apparently, is the best audited of all the stable coins, and has proved to have the required amount of USD backing it. So it's got that, but then that's an ongoing thing. What if they basically need more USD and they couldn't afford it? What if the bear market has been hard on them? What if it depegs? There's so many things that could happen to USD coin. Again, it's a stable coin anyway, so it's no threat to XRP. It doesn't do what XRP could do. And then you have this Lido staked Ether. Again, it's Ethereum linked, so we can skip that. Dogecoin is another fortunate one in that they also did not have an ICO. I think Dogecoin was a fork of Litecoin, so itself was just decentralized, I think, and mined by whomever. So Dogecoin is fully decentralized, which is why, of course, Elon Musk loves it, because it's a kind of Bitcoin light in a way, where it doesn't use as much energy as Bitcoin. The fees are much lower, but it doesn't do anything. It's just a meme coin that's just sitting there at the moment, hoping and praying that somebody like Elon Musk would pick it up. So this is nowhere near any competition for XRP. And then we have Cardano, who blatantly has been called a security by Gary Gensler, the same as Solana. Now, Cardano and Solana both had ICOs, both sold directly to institutions, the same as Ethereum, same as BNB. And neither of these coins, 9 and 10, Cardano and Solana, have been through the courts, hence have no legal clarity. Whatever clarity that they're enjoying now is based on XRP's clarity that they achieved through the courts. So what exactly is the problem that we have now if we don't have anything to worry about? This guy, Gary Gensler, he's a massive problem. I think that what we're seeing now with all the threats of appeal and, I don't think the judge was right or she can reconsider her decision, etc. It's because I think his personal pride has been hurt, because as a human being of his experience and his clout and his position, it's hard to take an L, right? Especially if you consider that he is actually deeply qualified. He's very intelligent. Look at his accolades, right? Gary Gensler has a long and distinguished career in finance and government, with a deep understanding of the financial markets and the laws that govern them. His qualifications include a bachelor's degree in economics from the Wharton School of the University of Pennsylvania, summa cum laude. So high achieving, very intelligent student, right? Master's degree in business administration from Harvard Law School. Super prestigious law school, man. A career in the financial industry, including partnership at Goldman Sachs. Now, this Goldman Sachs thing has been a bit of a problem for him, because he's now perceived as a puppet of the establishment. He's on first name basis with all these CEOs of these big establishment banks. That creates a kind of conflict of interest as a regulator. Okay, he's been in government service, including as chairman of the Commodities Futures Trading Commission, CFTC, under President Obama. Teaching experience as a professor of the practice of global economics and management at the MIT Sloan School of Management. Actually, he taught about cryptocurrencies. So when he was a lecturer, he lectured on crypto. So when he was appointed as chairman of the SEC, I remember people being quite excited because we thought we had a crypto guy on our team, and he turned out to be the exact opposite. Gensler is a strong advocate for strong financial regulation and consumer protection. He is also a knowledgeable and experienced leader with a proven track record of success in both the public and private sectors. Now, again, he hasn't protected us, unfortunately, from Do Kwon and FTX. So that might be a thing. Maybe he's overcompensating now because of his massive failure, if you think about it, when it comes to the Terra Luna collapse, SBF, and his shenanigans. He is probably one of the most qualified people in the country of the United States, if not in the world, when it comes to cryptocurrency, securities trading. So this lawsuit with Ripple, that is his expertise. Remember, he's also a lawyer. He's got a law degree as well. Not only does he have a law degree, he has a deep understanding of the securities law. He has a deep understanding of cryptocurrencies. So how does this person then lose in this case? It's an embarrassment, and it's a dent on an otherwise shining career. That's my personal opinion anyway. So personally, I think he's the only hurdle now to XRP doing its thing. But if you consider that XRP is making leaps and bounds outside the United States, and Gary's jurisdiction is only in the United States. Yes, of course, the status of XRP in the United States does influence and in a way affect what's happening worldwide, because in the UK, for instance, I know for sure that a lot of the organizations were looking at the Ripple case and basically had their foot on the brakes, awaiting the outcome of that case. But now that's out of the way, and I think it's only a matter of time now before all the stars align and we see XRP really take off. Not financial advice, do your own research. I will see you in the next video. Peace.